So let me ask you this. So I was saying Opie and Anthony for 12 plus years, HBO specials, a Vice show, 2 best-selling books, both on the New York Times bestseller lists. But what are you most insecure about?
I'm insecure about all of it. I never feel good about it. Like, I'm terrified that if I'm not obsessed about some project, it's all going to be taken away. Like, you know, my stand-up, I'm always like, well, that special wasn't that good. The next one has to be good. Well, I'm insecure about being irrelevant. That's what you don't want to be, is irrelevant. And I feel irrelevant all the time. I'm not saying it's logical, but, you know, it's like whatever. The comedians are weird. I mean, you know, we're kind of oddballs, so there's always something.
Are you insecure outside of your career?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's your biggest insecurity personally?
Probably sexually, or with women, that I'm gonna disappoint them, or I'm not gonna be good. You know, the same nonsense that almost every male goes through. You know, it depends on the situation. Like, I can feel confident sitting here talking about stand-up, but then I'll have to be on a show with a whole bunch of stand-ups, and I'll go like, I know I'm going to be the worst one on the show. I know I can't close the show. I'm not good enough. You know, it's just a constant tape that just replays. It says you stink.
But Jimmy, I mean, it wasn't all funny to you, right? I mean, look.
No, it's terrible.
I mean, you have talked about this. You attempted suicide when you were 18. I mean, how much do these insecurities have to do with that moment?
They were more, I mean, I don't know how sincere the attempts were. Or was it just like, you know, I'm a little, my ex-girlfriend told me, she's like, ugh, you were an emo lesbian before it was fashionable. And she was right. I was an attention whore. It was like, if I wanted to be dead, I'd be dead. It was like that woe is me suburban angst. Nobody gets me, man. I was listening to Merciful Fate. I thought I was cool. I actually stopped it when I was 18. The last time I did it was New Year's Eve, 85, going into 86.
Stopped what? Cutting?
Yeah, but that's all it was. It was a really weird satisfaction. But I have to be very honest with myself and make fun. There was no genuine suicide attempt. It was just me being a little douche. But, you know, the insecurity was a part of it, I'm sure. But I didn't know how else to get attention either.
Why do you want attention? I mean, you just said within the course of our first 5 minutes that to this day you're insecure about being irrelevant. And back then there was essentially a need for attention. What's the need for attention?
You know what? I don't know. When I was really young, being funny was the thing that got me noticed. And I just liked the high of getting a laugh. And I guess I associated any attention with that. But I don't know psychologically what it is. It's a good question. I have no idea. Why do I like attention? But I do.
But it's not unique to you. And I think that's one thing that's fascinating about, as I was saying, about comedians is that how you ultimately do one of the most confident things most of us can imagine, which is stand up on stage in front of a room of people and attempt to make them laugh. And inevitably, by the way, fail. See them not laugh.
Sure.
And yet, despite that projection of confidence, almost every comedian I've met and know, and some of them I'm friends with, are horribly insecure people, often angry people.
If comedians were being totally honest, we would walk on stage, like, you ever see Young Frankenstein when Gene Wilder and Peter Boyle are dancing with canes to putting on, that's what comedians would be doing. Please like me. Please like me. That's all it really is. The laugh is a validation. We just want to be liked. I mean, you know, so the confidence and the projection.
Do you want me to like you right now? Like, is that a feeling you have inside?
It's a natural feeling anybody has. I don't feel it anymore, particularly with you.
That's a shame. It makes me feel bad a little bit.
No, you're very handsome, so I always know that, you know, you're going to come out on top anyway. But no, I don't feel any pressure for you to like me because there's no reaction I have to get out of you. And, you know, when I'm being paid to get a reaction out of an audience, I know what the goal is. I don't know what the goal is here. We're just talking. Right. So I don't see any reason why you wouldn't like me because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, because I also interview people, so I know what I hate when I interview people, and I hate when they're not forthcoming, or I hate when they say one word and, okay, and I hate when they filibuster with crap.